Hi, everybody. I'm Jen Madrone, and today I'm talking about the intense physical symptoms that often accompany the awakening process. So, I know that many of you in this group are experiencing a lot of these physical symptoms or have in the past, and they can be extremely intense and they can range from a wide variety of symptoms. They can be intense, acute, or chronic aches and pains. So they either come on suddenly and leave suddenly, or they're lasting for a long time. And they may be really sharp, scary pains, or maybe just more dull ache. It can be such a wide variety of ways that these symptoms present themselves. Aches and pains are a really common one for people, and often they're aches and pains that move throughout the body just to different places without really any pattern or explanation. They can settle in the joints, which is where toxins tend to settle, and so we may have more joint pain during this time. Neck pain is really common. So many of my clients right now, and for quite a while now, have been complaining of chronic neck pain and tightness of the neck, head, and shoulders, and even pressure and ringing in the ears and in the head. And the spine is greatly impacted by the transformation that we're going through. And so this area of the body is really common to have symptoms arise in. And so let's see, where was I? My cat distracted me. Um, so yes, the neck is a really common one for people, and we're going to go into a minute of why this pressure is showing up in the body and showing up in the spine and the neck for so many people. Another way that these physical symptoms show up are unexplained illnesses, digestive issues, things that the doctors can't explain and don't really know what's going on. They may say that you're a hypochondriac and that there's nothing wrong with you, go home and leave me alone, sort of thing. But you know that these symptoms are real. You know that they're happening for you. And when you've ruled out any medical issues and you're going through the awakening process, then it's a really good bet that these symptoms are directly related to the transformation that you're experiencing right now. Migraines are a really common one for people. For me, I've had migraines my whole life, but when I was going through the more challenging parts of this process, the migraines would increase in frequency and intensity, and often I would be in bed for 3 days straight, not able to function at all. And the reason that these physical symptoms are happening is because our bodies are adjusting to a higher level of energy, a higher frequency of energy, and a higher density of energy. And when we think of the awakening process, we often think of it as a spiritual process, that it's a spiritual transformation that's happening. And yes, it is, but it's also a very physical transformation. It's happening on every level of our bodies: physical, emotional, mental, and spiritual. Everything's being impacted because of this higher frequency energy that is coming into the planet at this time. It's also a higher density energy. And so our auric fields and our energy fields are able to adapt to this energy a little more easily than our physical bodies, because our physical bodies are dense. And so that's why these symptoms arise when we are moving to this higher frequency energy. And at the same time as those high frequency energies come in, the lower frequency energies are being pushed out. So there's a detox process happening. And again, it's happening on every level as these lower frequency energies leave our body. And these low frequency energies have often manifested physically. And so that's why we're experiencing the physical detox that we're going through. And of course, it's an emotional detox that many of us experience, definitely a mental detox that we experience. And so our bodies are adjusting, our bodies are cleansing, and it's not easy. It can be extremely challenging to move through these processes and really trust and really stay in a place of trust and not fear, because it's easy to become fearful that there's something wrong with our bodies when we're going through this kind of pain and these strange illnesses and symptoms. But this is an important part of this processing, this process, this detox that we're going through is essential. I've heard recently people talking about the spiritual flu, and that flu symptoms, sudden flu symptoms, can be a part of the awakening process. And I have no doubt that this is true, although you may just have the flu as well. That's always possible. So take your immune boosters and take care of yourself. But knowing that this is very real, these physical symptoms are a very real part of the awakening process. And at this time, when you're going through these, this part of the process, it's really important to boost your self-care routine. And this is something I talk about a lot in here. During the awakening process, and actually always, it's really important to take good care of ourselves. Drinking lots of really good filtered water, eating nutritious and nourishing foods, getting lots of sleep, and exercise. And exercise is a really important part of this process because it will help us move out those old energies, those heavier energies, those low level frequencies out of our bodies. So exercise is really important during this time. And knowing that what you're going through is exactly what you need for your transformation. And if you also feel like you need help and guidance during this time, which is really can be extremely helpful, then please reach out to me and private message me, and we can chat and see if what I offer is a good fit for you. So sending lots and lots of love to all of you. Please put any questions that you have in the comments here, or any of your experiences. We're going to continue talking about these physical symptoms for the rest of the week. So if you have anything that you want me to address that is connected to this part of the process, then please ask me and I can address it in another video. And if you have experiences or stories you want to share, just put it in the Facebook group. All right, lots of love to all of you guys. Have a beautiful night, and we will see you later.